Well, speaking of clowns, Whoopi Goldberg has now, because I don't know if you know this, Nancy Pelosi, she was denied communion by the Archbishop there in San Francisco.
There you go.
And people were saying, "Oh, that's not your job." That's kind of his main job.
It's definitely
they do get to decide who gets communion. Actually,
And by the way, I'm not Catholic, but I have a lot of appreciation for. I got in trouble because I took communion at a Catholic. Went to a public school, a Catholic school in Canada. You do the math, public Catholic school, and I was taking communion in a non-denominational Christian church, so I didn't realize, and so I took communion at the Catholic church. And I learned very quickly that it's a big deal, and they get to choose who's a member of the church. And so, listen, they have freedom of religion, and by the way, they have a hierarchy as to who determines which attendees are allowed communion. This didn't sit well with Vicar of Christ Whoopi Goldberg, who decided to say stuff.
Welcome to The View, y'all. The abortion rights battle is starting to blur the lines between church and state. The Archbishop of San Francisco is calling for Speaker Nancy Pelosi to be denied receiving communion because of her pro-choice stance. He's one of the priests who also called for President Biden to be denied sacrament. This is not your job, dude.
Yes, it is.
You can't.
By the way,
that is not.
watch her go to her notes.
Decision. You know, what is the saying? It's kind of amazing. But
big applause on that.
You know, what is the point of communion? Right? It's for sinners.
Oh, you needed a flashcard for the word sinners.
It's the reward of saints, but the bread of sinners. How dare you?
What?
Oh, gosh.
You had notes, and it was still asinine.
And you read it wrong. It is not the reward of sinners, but the bread of saints. And that's still wrong.
Yeah, that's actually not accurate. I was going to say, I went through baptism and then the other two.
Yeah, the other things, I did those.
The one you do in 8th grade and the 2nd grade-ish thing.
Confirmation.
Yeah, that's it. Thank
you. There you go.
So she's like, no.
I was a made guy.
That's not your job, dude. And what is communion, dude? Hey, child, what's communion?
Knows.
It's for... It's one of the little wafers, you know what I mean? It's for... Hold up.
I bring my own cheese to church. Hold up. I like crackers.
Hold up. Sinners!
No.
Why have you lost faith in your institutions?
Wasn't he calling her a sinner, basically?
Yeah.
He's like, see, you're a murderer. You can eat crackers.
Yeah.
An unrepentant sinner. This is what the problem is.
And the Lord said, let those who murder babies have triscuits.
Yes. Biscuits and goods.
Wheat thins for all sinners.
And terrible wine.
The worst, share it with everyone. Give it to your kids.
And the bitch who looks like Predator engaged in consuming Ritz crackers with much cheese, yea, verily. So, let me read you from U.S. Catholic here. It says, those who obstinately persist in manifest grave sin are not to be admitted Holy Communion.
Well, that seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Right. And by the way, the Bible does say Catholics take this very seriously. If you take communion unworthily, basically like you are in sin and you think it's not sin, even though you know that the Bible says it is sin, killing babies, you are not allowed to do that, and you do it to your own destruction.
Right.
Basically, you're thumbing your nose at God, so thank goodness that the Archbishop stepped in and saved Nancy Pelosi that.
Who are you to tell me I can't thumb? Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Who are you to tell me I can't thumb my nose?
Well, you can't.
It's itchy.
But God shall
it's itchy, bitch.
smite thee.
Well, it's, as us Italians and Irish tend to be usually Catholics.
Yeah.
They're a very easy group for her to go after. I'd like to see any other religion and her to make a stance against it.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see her go after, one of the imams. Who are you to throw homos off of rooftops, child?
Yeah.
She's not going to say that.
Yeah, actually, she goes, rooftop.
Let me get the quote wrong.
What I understand is that in Saudi Arabia, if I have this right, hold up, women, hey,
okay,
hold up, women can't even.
She had all day.
Hey,
that was right at the top.
Yeah. Is there no prompter?
Drive.
Oh, I'm sorry, Whoopi. Were you still talking?
She was still thinking.
I'm over here beating myself.
I went there. They care about their health. All the women had masks.
Yeah.
I mean, and by the way, they're here in America, people get bothered having to wear a mask. They go further than the N95. They cover the whole body.
That's health.
Ain't no monkeypox. Can't touch their lesions because can't touch their body. It's crazy.
COVID can't get through a burqa. Okay.
She wanted to stick up for Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
By the way, can we start a petition for Whoopi Goldberg to be cloaked in a burqa for the rest of all time? Yeah, let's do that. I don't know, is there whitehouse.gov, change.org?
Yeah.
Well, how does Nancy Pelosi walk into a church and not just burn? You see wings come out. Yeah.
Like 30 Days of Night when
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett says goodbye.
It's like Constantine.
Yeah, you just see like claws and just ash forming.
And next time she goes in for a blowout, just be like, yeah, hold on, let me get it. Just UV light. Surprise, bitch!
It burns.
It's a daywalker.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.